Hello everyone, I'm Marcy Dolapo Uni and you are watching So You Want to Get Married. So You Want to Get Married is table talk where we talk about everything and anything to do with love, dating, relationships and of course marriage. Today I'm joined by my panel of lovely guests. We have got the catalyst, Lanre Olusola, Africa's premier life, mind, emotional and behavioral change coach. We have got Yemisi, co-founder of batterbox.com and Feyi, Kuku, medical doctor. And the topic is, why are there so many failed marriages in our generation?
Do you think that men have any responsibilities in keeping a marriage together? I think it's a joint thing.
It should be a joint, but it is more on the woman. You know, we're trying to reduce the rate.
You should do a topic, is marriage by force?
One of the things that I wanted to say really is that, look, the measure of success is the outcome. Look, 1 in 2 marriages, as we speak today globally, is ending up in divorce. 7 in 10 in Nigeria is ending up in one form of separation or the other. It means that our parents have failed.
Yeah.
Now, where's the institution that you go and learn about marriage? It's the family.
Nobody
it's the
puts the men
environment.
through how to treat.
That's what
you were right. You know, it didn't dawn on me until you mentioned that it's actually the men that walk out of their marriages.
Yes, it's when they leave.
And that's true. But the men would not, because they were trying to, stick with it.
No. The men don't, because they can have their cake and eat it. They don't have to walk out, because they can go away and do whatever they want to do.
I just want our youth, our children to just stick with their marriage. Choose a partner that, no matter what crap it gives to you, you're not going to get a divorce.
But why?
But if you have a job, right, you go to a job.
See, that's the thing. Oh, this is a new world. It's a new age and we're doing so well. I don't have to pull up with this.
Yeah,
you don't have to go through that to divorce.
If you have problems, I really think you should do your best to work through them.
Of course.
But there are certain things, like if
I'm not saying don't address your husband. I'm not saying don't bring up
issues. You're going to die. Why are you going to stay for the sake of your marriage?
That's what I'm saying. Before you get married, you
know. But the thing is, like you said, people change.
I said cohabit with your partner for at least 6 months to a year.
Before you.
And if you're cohabiting for at least 12 months,
but
there's
here,
no way.
How likely is that? A lot of people leave their parents' house and then go straight to
the truth of the matter is cohabiting.
It's not what I would.
Even you, the things that will come up in 1 year, you don't even know. Things that come up 5 years, 10 years.
Yes, you're right. Years. Yeah, you can't know what you know in 10 years and 1 year.
Yeah,
but you would know at least about half of it.
If the person is pretending.
You can never tell.
I've seen a pretender that pretend for 2-3 months, but not 6 months. Come on, you're living together, you're going to work together, going to your various jobs and coming back.
No, but the truth is, like Coach said, so many different things arise during a marriage. When you have children, when you go through illness.
When you have children,
which is another very, very key thing.
Because we neglect our husband and then we shift the attention to the kids.
Not at all. Some of us neglect the kids and shift our attention to the husband. That's what I was going to say. No, but what I'm going to say, right, is that think about it, because I was diagnosed with a pretty serious illness, right? I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And then lots of people started coming up to me. You're so lucky. Your husband is so good. Your husband is so wonderful. And I kept on asking, so I kept on saying, why are people asking, why do people keep saying my husband is so this, my husband is so that? And then stories started coming out. Somebody told me about a woman who just had a broken leg or something and her husband couldn't deal with it and disappeared. And somebody said, somebing happened to another woman and the husband just couldn't handle it and then he disappeared. And all of a sudden I'm seeing that lots of different men. I didn't think there was anything special.
Right.
In this, we're married now. We're friends. Where is he going? What's he going to do? If we're going to split up, it's not going to be because I got ill. It's going to be because of, I don't know. But the thought didn't occur to me. Why should it be such a big deal?
We live it on the society, though.
I blame it on personalities, on men, on human beings. Because you don't love somebody enough. See, people don't understand what vows are all about.
Yeah.
When it says in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, come on. Not for richer, for richer. And I think what it is that more people need to be looking at men who do the right thing. Nobody is and not everybody. People are not perfect. Things happen. I'm not saying here that your husband at the slightest indiscretion, men or women, that's it. You're not doing it again. I'm not doing it. I think you can work through pretty much anything and everything, but you can only work through it if the party that is perpetrating the offense is willing
exactly.
to at least beg,
but
to actually assume responsibility.
Take responsibility.
Take responsibility for what you've
Exactly.
done.
There's 6 critical things that, people need to understand for them to build successful marriages. The first thing is, who is the foundation of your marriage? The second thing is friendship. If you guys are not best of friends and you remain best of friends, it won't work.
Yeah.
The third thing is kindness and empathy. And that's what Yemisi was talking about, right? About men that checked out. They're not kind. They don't have empathy, right? So kindness and empathy is very critical. The fourth one is knowledge and understanding of each other. Now, understanding that these are his quirks, these are his weaknesses, these are mine, and I accept him just the way he is. I don't want to change him. The fifth one is you've got to choose peace over justice. That is, maturity, spiritual and emotional intelligence is key. And the last one is forgiveness. That's 6. The last one is forgiveness.
Yes.
And
I agree with you.
Yes.
But
I've just
how
said it
many
in a
of us
roundabout
would
way.
actually go through this list when we're choosing a partner?
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
How many of us would?
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
That's the key.
And by the
Maybe
time
we
you're in
should.
love, and you're like, I want to get this. Oh, this guy is the best in
The
town.
question is, what is even that love thing? What's that definition of that
I
love?
don't think love is
Butterflies. Yeah.
Love
You know,
or lost.
Butterflies.
Yeah, lost.
Yeah.
It's not real
Can I
love.
quickly touch on the gender equality issue? Do you feel like that there would be more successful marriages if, quote unquote, the woman knew her place and the man knows his place? So we stick to let the man be the provider and let the woman be the homemaker.
So is this gender equality or gender rights? I watched a video recently about the
about if one person is, like if we start thinking about back in the olden days, let the woman.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
I think the way things work out in life generally, no matter how much we all try to be, no matter how much women try to be, do it all, I can have this career, I can have home, I can do everything, right? I think life situations show you that actually, that for as long as he's not giving birth, for as long as that is not happening, then automatically things kind of water finds its level, you kind of find a pattern. Now, what happens is that in recent times, a lot of men have not been able to meet with their traditional, if you like, roles and obligations. And what happens is that a lot of women pick up the slack, which is true. And in picking up the slack, they surpass, right? When that happens, ego gets into the way, in the way. A lot of men don't like that. They now do you think you're better than me. So because you have small money, you're behaving anyhow, what rubbish, how dare you, and then next thing you know, back, out of just sheer bad belly, frustration. I was told a story about the couple, they both served together, they met when they were doing the NYSC, they were both working in the same bank. Now, they were both retained at the end of the youth service year, they were going to get married, and so it was decided that somebody had to step down. The job was a good one, so she backed down, okay, you're my husband, you carry on. And then she gets a job in an oil company.
Oh dear.
Now, she's doing so well. Double, triple, quadruple promotion.
Yeah.
Anyhow, she now rises up, she's earning, I don't know, maybe like 50 times what he's earning. He can't handle it. He can't handle it. And it gets to a point whereby she's not allowed to have their children in a certain school because he couldn't afford to pay the fees, but she could. So he didn't want them to go to that school. Then, the bottom line is that she comes home one day late from work and he wouldn't let her in. He wouldn't let her in to the house. She was begging, crying, let me into the house. No, you can't. He became bitter and twisted because he just couldn't handle it. Do I think that's the right thing for him to do? No. But men also need to be able to understand that it's okay for a woman to do well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you actually have more women, more successful women out there than men.
I think that is a topic for another day.
Yeah,
in the same industry?
One of the critical things, I don't even think that it's about gender. I think it's about self-confidence, self-esteem, self-belief, and understanding one another and understanding that, times change and things change.
Yeah.
So, people have cycles in life and people evolve. So, for the fact that you have money now doesn't mean that tomorrow I won't have much more money than you. And but the foundation of that is self-esteem. If you lack self-esteem,
it's over.
it's over.
Yeah.
And it's a man that has, no self-esteem that beats his wife. It's a man that lacks self-confidence, that has no self-belief, no sense of self-worth, that will beat his wife. They, under no circumstance should that be happening.
Yeah.
Now, another challenge is what I call culture clash.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're westernized.
Totally.
And then we want to be local.
Yeah, at the
So
same time.
our
How
does that? Yeah.
Our local, culture is clashing with our Western culture.
Yes, that's
We
very
don't know how to
true.
create the
Yeah.
balance. So today you want to be equals. Tomorrow
Tomorrow you
you are
don't.
saying that
Yeah, the provider.
you are the provider.
Yeah.
And when both of you are asked to put equal amount of money into a basket, you are saying, hey, my money is my money, your money
Is
is
Our money.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
say, nothing
TV,
belongs to anybody in the family.
television is causing a lot of problems. Social media, the
Social,
internet
yeah.
is causing a lot of problems. And they say that the world has become a village. So, you have to sit down and have these conversations. This is how I grew up in my own father's house. This is what my father taught me. What about your own? So a lot of background differences is creating a lot of problems.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our question of the day from Facebook. Our Facebook page is called So You Want Marry. So send us any questions that you have. And this is Dolapo from Surulere. He says, dear So You Want Marry, I am a married man and happily married to my beautiful wife for 16 years. We have 3 children and the Lord has been good to us. There is only one problem. I am not sexually attracted to my wife anymore. I can't sleep with her. I don't know what has happened. Every time I try, it doesn't work out. I haven't touched her in 2 years. She cries every day. She's called me homosexual, reported me to my parents, but it's not that. It's just that my John Thomas will not rise even when she opens her legs. Sorry to get graphic. What can I do? Does this mean I am no longer in love?
I think, the professional, I would say, get yourself checked first. This is your wife that you married. And
Should I tell you what I liked about the fact that this guy reached out? It's the fact that he could identify.
Yes.
Some people will blame the woman or just say, oh, I don't know, it can manifest in other ways, that he might be embarrassed that this is what suddenly
Could
happened
you get
to
it
him.
for other women?
Oh, he didn't. I didn't know.
Well, see, the thing is, no matter how ugly your wife is, 2 years is a long time, so you need to get himself checked into it first.
I mean, I don't think it's because she's ugly. I just think
that's what I'm saying.
He's
Even
not
if she's
attracted
not,
to her anymore.
Even if she's ugly and she's unattractive,
Yeah.
he's a guy, and you have a need to always you have quality sperm and quality sperm. So you need to get himself checked out medically. Personally,
Okay.
I don't think.
Right, I'm going to approach this from a practical perspective.
Okay.
Several. And as a man. Look,
Okay.
Look, the truth of the matter is this guy is switched off psychologically,
Okay.
okay? And it wasn't a case that he wasn't sexually attracted to his wife. Something happened.
Right.
And psychologically, he's switched off.
Okay.
We have to understand that our number one sexual organ is not our genitals, it's our mind. Now, his mind is off. He's switched off. So he needs help to switch it back on. However, some of the things, red flags, when women wear masks to bed, when women wear hair nets to bed, when women tie towel, wrapper, boo-boo, trust me,
It's off-putting.
they're starting to switch off.
But does it work both ways?
Does the man know he's switching off?
He doesn't know.
Oh, I see.
He doesn't know. He starts to, look, I've analyzed this. He starts to see his mother. He starts to see his older sister. That's right. He starts to see his mother. He starts to.
No, but I get you. I get you.
The nature of my work
Yeah.
requires that I see a lot of people and I profile a lot of situations and
I never thought about it
circumstances.
that way before.
Right.
But the scalp thing, so when your hair starts falling out, what will happen?
Well, find different ways.
A little band or something.
Find different ways to do it.
Interesting.
Nobody
That is
wants to
very
be in
interesting.
bed with a masquerade. Nobody wants to be in bed.
It's great hearing it from a man's perspective.
It's wonderful.
Honestly,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
No, the truth of the matter is that I've heard this before, and
Like
it's
a
true.
guy say this,
Oh
right?
yeah, I mean, my husband and I chat a lot, and this is the kind of things that
Guys
he
hate
said,
that, but I know
and
guys
I'm like,
hate that
oh,
boo-boo
shut up,
thing.
you don't know what you're talking about.
That boo thing, they hate
Listen.
that thing.
But it's not very.
Wearing some little booty shorts and a vest top.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tantalize him.
I'm really sorry.
No, but it works the other way around as well, right?
Yes. No.
Because there's some guys.
No, we're answering this guy's question.
Yes, I know. It works the other way around. We like to feast on good things
because
as
some
well.
of these guys, when you see them, either they're drunk or they've been drinking so much, and they're on the track. No. But
women are moved by what they hear, by how they feel.
Don't hear.
Yeah.
Men are moved by what they see. Women need to get that.
Yeah.
You need, look, we're bombarded.
Guys need to get that a woman is moved by what she
hears.
Now. We're bombarded every day, every second, visually, everywhere we go. You don't want to get home.
Yeah.
And what images are playing up in your mind?
Yeah. I know, but I have to say one thing.
Okay, quickly.
I'll say one thing really quickly, right? But you find that women are at their best, right? When their husbands or their partners or whatever are giving them that connection, when they feel connected.
Yeah.
So if they don't feel connected, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
I'm going to prance around wearing G-strings when this guy has just been an idiot.
Yeah. Women are moved by what they hear, how they feel.
Okay, sorry, we really have to go. This is literally going to have to be part 1 and part 2. All right, that's it. You can reach us on Twitter and on Facebook, So You Want to Marry, or you can send us an email if you have any issues, soyouwantmarry@gmail.com. We will see you next time. And once again, big thank you to Craft Gourmet for you letting us use this lovely space. See you next time. Bye.